When it comes to learning through multimedia, like videos, interactive materials, or animations, how we present information can make a huge difference. Based on Richard Mayer's research from his book, Multimedia Learning, here are the 12 principles that show us how to design for better learning. The first 5 principles presented are involved in reducing extraneous processing. Now, let's start with the coherence principle. Cut the fluff. Students learn better when you remove unnecessary content. Background music, extra images, or wordy explanations? Nope, ditch them. Keep the focus on what really matters. Do you want people to pay attention to key points? Then use signals. It's like giving learners a map through the content. In case when a learner might otherwise be tempted to focus on extraneous material in a multimedia lesson, signaling should be used to guide the learner's cognitive processing. This includes outlines, headings, vocal emphasis, and pointer words. These cues help them organize and absorb the information better. Don't overload the screen with text and narration at the same time. Repeating the same thing in multiple formats can overwhelm the viewer. Either stick with narration or text, but not both. So, adding redundant on-screen text is not an effective way to improve a concise narrated animation. The best approach to redesigning a concise narrated animation may simply be to leave it as is. Next, keep related words and images close together. If you're describing a part of a diagram, don't make viewers look all over the screen to match the labels. Put the text right next to what it explains. It saves mental energy and makes the learner experience less extraneous cognitive processing. Show words and pictures at the same time, not one after the other. Sync them up to help learners make sense of it in real time. Thus, it is more easily held in working memory at the same time. Does temporal contiguity complement spatial contiguity? Together, these two contiguity principles build connective connections between corresponding words and pictures, which is helpful to present them contiguously in time and space. Next, let's now explore the 3 principles to manage essential processing, which includes segmenting, pre-training, and modality. It breaks complex multimedia messages into smaller parts that are presented sequentially. Small chunks help learners absorb and process step by step. Prior knowledge is the single most important individual difference dimension in multimedia design. Knowing what something is helps learners connect the dots later. It keeps their mental load lighter during the main instruction. People learn better when narration is spoken, not written, alongside visuals. Let them listen while they look. Using both audio and visuals helps keep learners engaged and on track. It also lightens the load on the eyes. Does modality conflict with the spatial contiguity principle? Modality says narration is better instead of an on-screen text. Actually, we can balance these two. So how? It reduces the cognitive load on the learner and maximizes the dual-channel learning. The only conflict when you're trying to use too much on-screen text with detailed visuals and narration all at once. Finally, we are now discussing the last 4 principles to foster generative processing, which includes multimedia, personalization, voice, and image. Let's start with a big one. People learn better from words and pictures together than from words alone. That means combining visual with text or narration helps the brain process more deeply. It also activates both verbal and visual memory systems. And it turns abstract concepts into something we can actually picture. Talk to your learners like a real person. Use a conversational tone, say you, your, and keep it friendly. It creates a more engaging experience, and when learners feel like they're being spoken to, they pay more attention. Use a natural human voice in your narration. Robotic or monotone voices? Nope. Those turn people off. A warm, friendly voice builds trust and comfort, and it makes the learning experience feel real. And finally, don't assume showing the speaker's face will always help. Sometimes, it just distracts from the main visuals. Only include the speaker's image if it truly adds value, and focus the attention where it needs to be, which is on the content. And that's it. By following these 12 principles, we can create a multimedia content that's not just engaging, but truly effective for learning. Keep it clear, focused, and learner-friendly.